At least 13 million Americans are expected to watch the U.S. World Cup team playing Belgium this afternoon. You know the chant, "I believe that we will win." You have to say it 3 times fast. And that number doesn't include everybody who's watching at a huge public event. You can find those in more than a dozen cities around the country. Vinita Nair is under the Manhattan Bridge Archway. That's in Brooklyn, New York. It will transform into World Cup Central by game time. Vinita, good morning.
Good morning to you, Gail. That's right. It's transforming right now. You can see the equipment that will turn this enormous archway into a party is just starting to show up. And to give you an idea of what it will actually look like, just take a look at these images. This is from when the United States played Portugal last week, and today they are expecting a comparable number of fans. Across the nation, Americans are running on World Cup time, scheduling their lives around Team USA.
We're going to try to take an extra long lunch around 3 o'clock.
From New York to LA, fans are expected to turn out in droves to catch the high-stakes match against Belgium. In Chicago, where tens of thousands packed Grant Park last week, the festivities are moving to Soldier Field to make room for a growing fan base struck by World Cup fever.
This is be big, win, or go home.
Don Garber is the commissioner of Major League Soccer.
People are crowding into bars and restaurants. They're crowding into these massive, massive public events. And there's like a collective breath that's being held for 90 minutes.
Even President Obama has gotten in on the action, tuning in from Air Force One and sending well wishes from the White House.
I want to wish the U.S. team a lot of luck in the game to come.
The momentum began building with America's victory over Ghana and hasn't let up. Even when the U.S. lost to Germany last week, the team and its supporters still came away winners.
USA! USA!
As more diehard fans are born with each match, soccer lovers around the world are taking notice.
This is a special moment for the sport, and you gotta seize those moments, and you really have to hop on this while you can, because you never know when this moment's going to come back.
Throughout the course of this World Cup, we've been hearing how the United States doesn't really embrace soccer as much of as the rest of the world. But Gail, there is one interesting tidbit to share with you. Last week's match, where the United States was up against Portugal, there was actually about as many viewers as the NBA Finals. So I think people are starting to embrace it.
It sure seems so. Listen, I'm late to the party, but I'm sure drinking the Kool-Aid. Thank you, Vinita. The best slogan I've heard so far, guys, is "Let the Belgians waffle." Isn't that good? Yeah. Dan United on Twitter, I saw that. "Let the Belgians waffle." Yeah. And Gooch was telling me in the green room that everybody gets all whipped up.
Friend, Gooch?
Yeah, my new best friend, yeah. But he was saying that everybody gets all whipped up around, every 4 years.
Right.
He hopes that it sustains this time. And part of the difference is that it's on in times when we can watch it. When it was in South Africa, you had to get up in the middle of the night. But now we can actually have viewing parties.
We'll see if it sticks.
Here's one of the New York tabloids saying, "Go time." That's it.
Yes,
Go
that's
time.
right. I'm ready. I'm ready. Thank you, Vinita.